Monday morning. This is Drew Wright. I'm back in North Carolina. I thought I'd bring this beautiful scenery in the back to me. I'm at my house here, and in the background, it's a little topic I want to bring up this week. That is just the other side of the Outer Banks. It's actually a beautiful body of water on the side. There's several sounds. There's the Currituck Sound, which is right here behind me. Running east and west is the Albemarle Sound. Running north and south, just about a few miles into the Albemarle, is the Alligator River. Alligator River runs, is an intercoastal body of water down to a little town called Belhaven. And eventually you could take the body of water called the Pamlico Sound either over to Ocracoke or over to down to Wrightsville Beach in that area. And I'm going to do some of those trips this summer, and I'm going to take us along on some video and visit some realtors and builders in those markets. If you look in the background, I've got a decent sized boat. It's not huge, but I can sleep on it overnight if I want to. I love being on the water. When I was a kid, I used to sail between Edenton, where I grew up, and the Outer Banks from the ages of about 16 on. Yes, my dad was quite liberal with us taking the sailboat. We were sailors back then. He was a big sailor. And we would sail the boat with a bunch of my high school or college friends. Did it for many years, out to Mandio every year and have a really great time. And I encourage, and the reason I'm going to do this is I just love this part of the Outer Banks. And I want to show it to everybody else. And I think it's a good way to showcase some other real estate other than just what we see every day and talk about here on the ocean fronts and the bigger properties and the bigger rental machines. These are great communities to live in. Edenton, Hertford, Elizabeth City, even Columbia, Belhaven itself, Washington, North Carolina. And certainly I want to make a special trip to Ocracoke and maybe over to Portsmouth Island. So that's my plan for the summer. We'll bring on some realtors and builders as we do that. The next thing we're going to do, this little quick cut here, we're going to head to the office now, and we're going to interview a customer that's closing today. And he's going to tell us why, in this environment, today's environment, why he bought it on the Outer Banks. I think you'll find it really interesting. And we'll see you in a few minutes at the office. We'll head up and meet our customer. Thanks a lot. Today is Monday. We send out a newsletter every Monday, and we just thought today we have a guest, a recent property owner, a new buyer here on the Outer Banks. This is Mike Benton, and Mike just is closing this afternoon on a house down in Hatteras. And the great thing about Mike is, one, he's willing to do this 5-minute interview, but the other part was he was just what we want on the Outer Banks. This guy's super excited about owning a house here, bringing his family here, the investment opportunities. And so I just wanted y'all to hear it from Mike about how he is excited to own on the Outer Banks and why he bought here.
Oh yeah, well, my wife and I couldn't be more excited. This has been we celebrate our 30th wedding anniversary next week.
Okay, cool.
And for 30 years, we've had a dream of owning a beach house.
Right.
And for 30 years, we've been vacationing between, the Outer Banks, between the northern shores, southern shores, Stag's Head.
Right.
Fell in love with the further southern beaches.
I love
Avon and Hatteras Island.
I refer to Hatteras as meaning Road Through Waves, Salvo, and
exactly. It's been, like I said, a dream of ours for 30 years, and we're just now realizing it, and we couldn't be more excited. Avon was our first love, and then the last couple of years we've been staying in Waves, and we're like, it's just as nice, and everything down here is great. This is where we've always wanted to be in terms of owning a beach house, and we couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, when he showed me the picture on Zillow as we were talking about mortgage financing, it sits right on a lake. It has just this phenomenal view. The walk to the ocean is close. It's traditional Outer Banks cedar shake. All those things sort of, to me...
The deck views over the lake are fantastic. Actually, it's funny, my wife and I have talked for years that we want to own a lake house, we want to own a beach house. Well, actually now we are going to own a lake house at the beach because there's a nice big lake there. We love wildlife. We've seen reviews of this home in this area where the wildlife coming off the lake, and we're not right on the beach, but that's perfect. I didn't want to necessarily be right on the beach, but...
So, one, just let you know, he used John Mills with Trisha Midget's team. No surprise. I mean, I think if you drive down to Hatteras, you'll see Midget Realty signs on 80% of all the houses that are listed for sale. Wouldn't you bet right?
Oh yeah.
It's Queen Trisha. She owns the market. Yeah. Trisha Midget and her team
which is about 5 people. But John was really helpful, wasn't he?
Yeah, they were both fantastic. Tristan and John. We're going to meet with John here in about 30 minutes for our final walkthrough before closing. They were fantastic. They guided us throughout this whole process, showing all the different properties in the area. So many wonderful proproperties down here. It was hard for us to decide, but...
So, like, this is not... Most people are struggling with interest rates and prices and all that. Just give me maybe just tell the viewer how you digested that. What did you think about the rates, and what did you think about the prices, and why are you buying now?
Well, the opportunity arose. We finally had enough for a down payment and could afford the process to go through and afford the mortgage as a rental property. The rates were, the last time we refinanced, we got like rates in the 2s. So the rates were kind of a shock, but they were understandable. And we've talked to multiple people between you and John, and the rates around 7.25, 7 3/8 were decent. They were fine. They were great. The numbers worked out for us. And
that's a lot of it is timing. This is my part of life. I'm in life. I'm this age. I've got kids. I'm 30 years married. Part of it is we're not going to live forever. And timing is a lot of why we do things in life. And so, you can't always say, well, I want to wait till the market comes this price. He's being successful in his career. He's got the money made for his down payment. If property rents well, it just works.
It does, and we've just reached the age where I have my third child is graduating from JMU on Saturday, so all the kids are done and out of school, and it's kind of time we're ready to shift gears to the next stage of life of being empty nesters, but then having our kids still be young enough that they and their friends and their significant others can enjoy a beach house with us as family. And we've always taken family vacations to the beach, and now we can take a family vacation to our beach.
Cool.
So, very excited.
Mike, I'm excited, man. I hope you enjoyed the house.
Drew, you and your whole team have been fantastic, and we couldn't have done it without you, and it was fantastic.
Thanks for your time,
appreciate your help.
Sure thing.
Excellent.